Welcome. You've got mail.
Thank you for installing your free disk.
This transmission is being electronically broadcasted from deep within the bowels of the Church of Orsemery.
This is Control, Alt, Throw Against Wall. Please welcome your hosts, the High Priest Chuck Roberts and the Patron Saint of Sarcasm, Punky Dillinger.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what else is interesting?
What's that?
Elvis.
I mean, I grew up on Elvis.
Who's your favorite Elvis?
My mom. Well, I mean, there's only one.
Who's your velvet? Velvet?
Who's my Velvet Elvis?
Weird Al.
My Velvet Elvis painting.
Who's your favorite actor or famous person to portray Elvis?
Well, there's only been a handful that have really played Elvis. I mean, what's that new kid's name? I don't know that new kid's name.
I don't know.
He looked like Elvis?
He looked a lot.
And that's
like
what I heard.
Elvis.
I heard he still had a little bit of that twang. Like, he couldn't get rid of that hey. You know what I mean? He could just, it held on for a while because he played him.
I never met the King, so I don't know if he actually had that or not.
I believe everyone who's encountered him, he was still very, he's a southern boy.
Tennessee? Kentucky? Something like that?
Kentucky. Yeah.
Something like that.
So, cat's killing me. He's having a good time, though. That's the important part. Oh, you brought it back. Good job. It might like to play fetch. I taught a cat to play fetch just by throwing it. It would keep bringing it back.
I did it with Jazzy a few times.
Do you?
Yep.
That's fun. All right, we're getting distracted. Elvis.
Squirrel.
I really like the movie 3,000 Miles to Graceland because it had many Elvises. You had Kurt Russell. We just said his name.
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner. I was going to say he was the postman. I don't know why that was my go-to.
A lot of things.
I know. That's my go-to, though. Not Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, or anything like that. The postman. Not Waterworld. The postman.
Not Dancing with the
Well, David Arquette was in there.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Courtney Cox was in there.
Courtney Cox. Was David Statham? Jason Statham wasn't there.
No.
Bokeem Woodbine, I think, was one of the Elvises in that. Bokeem... African-American gentleman, bald. He was in... what else was he in? He was in something else recently. I can't think of... Anyways, you know if you saw him. And then, there's all kinds of Elvises in that. Nick Cage. What?
Oh, Slater was in it. Christian Slater was in it.
Oh, yeah, Christian Slater. That was the other one. Man, I always forget about him. I don't know why. I love him.
Oh, the
Pump Up the Volume was my favorite.
Like, notoriously played gangsters.
Yes. Like any 90s movie where you needed a gangster, he was pretty much in it.
John Lovitz was in it?
Yes, John Lovitz. Wasn't he always like some shady music guy or something, or he worked at the casino? No. Wait. Oh, man, I haven't watched that in a long time. This is a gritty movie. That's a good dark comedy. I like that one.
Your favorite fake Elvises?
Well, I mean, there's only been a handful. Nick Cage, did he play one in Leaving Las Vegas? He was Tiny Elvis on Saturday Night Live.
He played an alcoholic, for sure.
I think Tiny Elvis would be my favorite.
He was in...
Hey, man, look at that steering wheel. That thing's huge.
One of those movies, I don't think it was Indecent Proposal, but it was like a rip-off of that.
Oh, the movie Snake Eye? Oh, no. That was a different one in Vegas. He did a lot of movies in Vegas.
Well, he loves Las Vegas.
Right.
He's Nick motherfucking Cage.
Well, he married Elvis's daughter.
Yep.
So, I mean, I guess that immediately puts you,
Well, yeah, he played a dude that lost his fiancée in a bet of poker for like a night.
Glenn Danzig, he likes to pretend to be Elvis.
Touché.
He actually did a whole album of Elvis songs.
It's
not the best.
I've been listening to Led Zeppelin
Oh,
lately. If you're
really?
familiar with them.
I am.
For those who are not,
From a long time ago.
Kind of a reimagining of Led Zeppelin if they were, say, a reggae band and Elvis Presley was their lead singer.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They've been around for a little while.
But, so you're saying one of those is your favorite?
Yes.
Not Bruce Campbell?
Oh, I forgot about
Not
Bubba
Bruce
Hotep.
Campbell. Come on.
Oh, my God. Him and Keith David. Oh, Keith David's awesome, too. Man, I forgot he was... Oh, that was a good one.
The story of that was great.
It wasn't bad. Like, he's been in hiding.
It was kind of plausible. Like, yeah, I'm tired of the spotlight, and you look just like me, and you sing just like me. That's trade for a couple years.
Yeah, why not? You go do your thing. I'm just gonna go live my life in peace.
And then he went and got fat and OD'd in a toilet seat, and that fucked everything.
Right. And then he had to
kill the zombies.
Vampires? Zombies. Was it zombies?
You know, I'm gonna take a cue from you, and it's been so long.
It has been so.
That.
Hey, man, I can only retain so much information with all the new things that I've experienced and watched. Speaking of Nick Cage, real quick, supposedly,
I love me some Nick Cage.
I know he's had like a resurgence because of that movie with Pedro Pascal that got rave reviews.
You know, I gotta say, I don't think he really went anywhere.
Well, no. But he was
like,
cranking out movies, as always, but a lot of them are B-rate.
Well, he went like flat broke.
Well, he married Coppola. Sofia Coppola.
He better not have.
Why?
Isn't he a Coppola?
Oh, that's right. Wait. I thought that's because he married...
No, because his uncle is Francis Ford Coppola.
Is it?
Yeah.
Man.
He did Nick Cage because he didn't want to feel associated with him.
See, I'm glad you are such a fan of Nick Cage, or else I'd be all kind of discombobulated.
Nick fucking...
It is Nick fucking Cage. You're right. So yeah, there's a possibility he's coming back to Ghost Rider.
I like that Ghost Rider.
I like the second one. First one,
Like the second movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
The second Ghost Rider movie. First one it had potential, but they didn't do enough with it. The second one, they did a bunch of cool stuff.
It did kind of wrap up.
They just kind of threw. They didn't use any of the. You know what I mean?
Which is like poof. He became nope. Fuck you. I'm not following you. End up in the graveyard. Meet Sam Elliott. You both go after not even Peter Stormare or Devil.
Ah, he's so good.
Peter Stormare would have done that role. I mean, I thought his role as the Devil in freaking Constantine was awesome.
Oh, dude, that guy what was he in 30 Days a Night too, where he was all extra. He does villainy very, very well, and I love seeing it.
It's hard to see him as a good guy.
It is.
I can't honestly.
He's played a few Nazis.
I'm sure I'm wrong here, but what does he play with?
He's played the good guy. I think he's played a couple Nazis that were pretty spooky.
Well, Nazis are pretty spooky.
Well, yeah, they're terrifying. But with him and that grimace and that... Oh.
Well, it's like Christopher Waltz.
He's an intent... Yeah.
Hell, even... Did you watch Dial of Destiny, Indiana Jones yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well,
No. I did.
Well, I can do this because it's readily available. Mads Mikkelsen plays a Nazi and is horribly believable in it. Like, I think of his skin tone, and I don't picture Nazi, but they whiten him up just enough.
Mads Mikkelsen, that guy's got some range too. Like,
is that
really
considered
good.
whiteface?
I don't think it goes both ways. I mean, I guess you would consider that not whitewash.
Like terminology-wise, anyway. Whiteface?
Like if you have an Asian film with a bunch of white actors, it's called whitewashing. Like I don't think there's another name.
If they're purposely having to lighten your pigment,
right? Right. I don't think that's the same as like us doing blackface.
No, not by any means.
But only because
that wasn't what I was trying to.
Only because white people have been pieces of shit for a long time. So
everyone's been pieces of shit for a long time.
Well,
the only difference in our skin tone is because of friggin' melanin.
Well, yeah, but also, attitudes have to go with skin color too. Unfortunately, that's my personal opinion. Some people just they just have this.
I think my attitude can be whatever it identifies as.
Yeah, you identify as whatever the hell you want nowadays. I don't.
I'm an Apache helicopter.
I can't even answer that question honestly because I wouldn't even know what to classify myself as at this point.
Well, you look like a Millennium Falcon based on your shirt.
Thank you. I am. I'm former freighter pilot, Carillion freighters. Those were my specialties. I did catch up on some things. I'm up to date on The Flash, so we should probably talk about that real quick.
Finally,
I know.
Well, I guess it's only been 2 months, but
a lot of people shit on this movie.
Why?
Internet shit on it. Fans said it was just like a hot mess of what. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I thought it was very entertaining.
I thought it was very fun.
It was very dark. It had a lot of dark elements, and it got pretty sad in a few parts. Like, super sad. But, I mean, the weird cameos were awesome. Little nods and throws. Would we have Christopher Reeve?
George Reeves.
George Reeves, Christopher Reeve.
Who was the gal that played Cora in that era. Because there was a Supergirl movie in the 80s.
Yeah, and she showed up.
Her with him and Christian
Singer.
Mark Singer?
Helen, no.
Like the Beastmaster?
Barbara.
Streisand?
Cindy.
Lauper? Baba
Helen
Waffles?
Slater. Helen Slater played Supergirl. Wasn't even close.
I don't even know who that is.
Not even in there. I had to associate. We talked about Christian Slater earlier, so I had to associate with that. And Nick Cage also ties into this. How does Nicolas Cage tie into DC's The Flash, you may be asking? Well,
he played Superman.
No. He tried on a Superman costume. That's what he did. That's all he did. He wanted badly. He named his child Kal-El.
You know how sweet of a dad he is?
Very.
He found out that Kal-El enjoyed, I'm probably butchering the
whatever.
Dimmu Borgir.
Oh,
the band.
Yeah.
So much that they flew to Finland or wherever the fuck. He met the band and got them to let him and his son introduce them on stage.
That's awesome.
I mean, Nick Cage, so you probably do have that.
I saw Dimmu in Chicago a few years back. That was a really good show.
That's about the heaviest of what I
enjoyed
listen
it.
to.
No, it was great. Well, we went and saw Skinny Puppy out there too, and that was awesome. Anyway, sidetracked. But Nicolas Cage. I got it.
No, we rolled a joint.
No, I got it. We're going to discuss that in a minute. Let me finish. You're sidetracking me. I gotta get done with this flash bit.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. He tried on the suit for Tim Burton because Tim Burton wanted to do a Superman Lives, kind of after the Death of Superman storyline, or he's just out there living somewhere in space.
A follow-up to the shitty Superman 4.
Quest for Peace with Sunman, or whatever that guy's name was. Radioactive Man, but he had a big sun in his chest. Which it seems counterproductive because that's how Superman gains his power and energy on Earth. That's what makes him Superman. He soaks up the radiation and right. So if you're fighting radiation, man, you think that'd be pretty easy win.
I think it's the specific radiation that our yellow star gives off.
Oh, yeah. Because Superman doesn't do good with like a red sun.
Yeah, well,
red sun,
I
green
think
kryptonite.
Is what they had on Krypton, which so that the
keeps them like normal.
Yeah, like all Kryptonians should be equally powerful on Earth,
right?
Once they've adapted to the yellow sun,
right? Or the environment,
yeah.
As they showed in they didn't actually show it because remember in Man of Steel, Zod got punched in the face enough it broke his mask.
Yeah,
and then he was finally at that level with Superman. In the Flash, they kind of did that, but they never broke his mask open. He kept his little helmet thing on that whole time.
Well, and he would, because...
Well, if it came off, he would have been able to hear and see and fly and do all the other... You know what I mean? All the other senses that Superman has, Zod would have gained, like the heat vision and everything else, which he wasn't using that either, because he doesn't know... He doesn't know what power he's still got his suit on.
Right. Yeah. I thought it was a very nice...
It was funny.
It was great seeing Michael Keaton.
Oh, he's so good.
And he must have had the whole haircut deal in that suit room.
Oh, I'm sure.
But man, that Batwing looked nice.
It did. The way it just kind of unfolded out of the cave. The original car. Too bad you didn't get to see it in action, but it was still good to see it. I
liked how it all had cobwebs over everything. Like it had
just been sitting. Oh, when he first shows up, I mean, he's disheveled and crazy, which was awesome. He's slipping on his flip-flops. But, I mean, he's still got it, but he's still kind of off his game a little. Until he shaves, then he's just like, I'm back. And then it's game on.
Then he's gone.
And then he's gone.
Well,
it did twice. The second time was terrible.
Not necessarily.
True.
Because all the shit that they did, they got undone.
It's undone. Or did it. Because obviously Clooney's...
the Clooney.
The Clooney made an appearance, which, I stand by. I've always said this. He made a better Bruce Wayne than he did a Batman.
I bought him being Bruce Wayne better.
And when I heard the voice, I just thought it was going to be Michael Keaton stepping out at the end. You know what I mean? When he called up Barry.
Well, it couldn't be Adam West.
He was like, I'm pulling up right now.
Could be CGI AI.
Oh, yeah, Adam West. He made an appearance, too.
It could have just been Burt Ward.
They did not involve Christian Bale or Val Kilmer.
You know, didn't notice if there were any Batman.
There was just Adam West. The
There
only
was?
one I saw.
Okay, I must have
Yeah,
so
'cause he
much
was
so
running
much
along.
coming in.
It was
I must have
brief.
missed it.
They
Oh, it was
mainly
all
showed a
brief.
bunch
I
of
mean,
Supermans for some reason.
Besides Nick Cage,
But I don't know why they showed
killing
so
that
many
spider.
Superman. Oh, I guess because he was trying to find Superman. That's why they showed so many Supermans. But the girl who played the Supergirl, whatever,
Kara.
she did really good.
Kara,
She did a really good job. I liked her in that. It's a shame that
I would have come
all
out
of
of
that is for
I
naught.
would have had so much rage coming out of that freaking prison.
Wonder Woman shows up,
Like
Aquaman shows
Did
up.
you watch Red Sun? Superman?
Yeah, the one where he lands, in Russia.
Yeah, it's like
that's a good one.
if you're
Did you watch that James Gunn's Brightburn?
no, but
You never watched that?
I haven't yet.
Oh,
I'm assuming it's on HBO.
you
right?
need to. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's really good. It's such a dark telling of it's
Yeah, well, it's basically the idea of like if Superman was raised not by
no,
nice people.
no. He was raised by nice people.
No.
It's just he's angry and he's got a little dark side to him, and he realizes with these powers he can do whatever the fuck he wants, and it is violent. Oh man, it's good. It's really good. It's one of those. It's pretty intense when you're watching. You're like, oh fuck.
So don't watch it on mushrooms.
You can. I say watch everything on mushrooms. It makes your mind better.
I don't absorb that stuff into my mind though.
I do. Directly into my brain. Speaking of, well, that's a terrible segue. Speaking of drugs, why don't you tell me about this right here? Oh, it's an amalgamation, isn't it? We don't know what it is. Well, it's military chocolate is mine, which came from Scribner, Ascend on Scribner in Grand Rapids.
Okay.
From the maker is Fellow, Fellow. Fellow.
Philogen.
Jello. It's but they do Faygo flavors and vape cartridges
What?
that taste there's a bomb pop one, tastes just like a bomb pop. They have a cotton candy one all the way through. It's not like, after you burn a vape for a little while, it gets that kind of burnt. It doesn't really taste like anything, just
Yeah, it has
Like a
the terpene flavor for like.
yeah. No, these are that flavor all the way through it.
Oh,
It is amazing.
so
The only place I found
it's
it,
like one of those Jeter joints.
kinda, yeah, because those hold that flavor all the way through.
Well, and they're probably dipping it in like actual wax, so it's a BHO.
Just so it
So
sticks
some
on
people were
better
doing
and
like
stuff like that.
a distillate, so it doesn't actually
Yeah,
have
because
flavor
they
to it.
burn real nice. Like those aren't normal. They burn
I
real
like the
smooth, which is weird.
Those are nice.
So, I got some stuff from Ascend this time, not Knox. I do like going to Knox.
That's
And then
something from Flourish from.
something from Flourish. That works.
Oh,
We got
well,
a nice
yeah.
combination, some local, and then and a milk chocolate paper.
Oh,
Yeah, I figured military chocolate, milk chocolate paper. We're just gonna chocolate it up. It's gonna be tasty. I might eat this thing.
well, I just had my my dilithium birthday.
Was that?
It's not a golden birthday.
Oh.
It's what happens when you turn the age.
So you run on so we got to change your batteries instead. the original
You
batteries
need
wore
more
out.
dilithium.
Got to put the dilithium crystals. Where do we mine those? Spice mines of Kessel.
No,
Isn't that where things come
they're
from?
on Arrakis,
They are.
the desert planet.
So happy birthday again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm old.
I know you are. It's okay. You're right behind me. It's not so bad.
It's bad.
I'm learning to cope with it, and I've been in my 40s for quite some time.
It's the aches and the pains.
No, I
in
get
the
it.
mornings.
Oh, I know. And I have a physically demanding job, which is worse. It's not getting any better.
Well, I have to find my own ways to get cardio because I sit in a
sure.
freaking car all day.
Oh no, I get it.
It's
Well, even if you
kinda-
stop at a park and do a lap or something, that's even still
well, no,
something.
I do
you know.
that when
Oh,
I
okay.
have the time.
Nice.
I mean,
That's
sometimes,
good.
like today, I was
Yeah.
driving for a solid 7 hours.
Oh yeah,
You know?
because you said, well, you're up in Hesperia when I talked to you earlier.
Yeah, and I was like getting done for the day. I
Yeah.
just had to come home. It's
Dude,
like that's still a little over
When
an
I was
hour from
driving
here.
trucks for a living, would get back to town, they'd be like, "Hey man, we had a last minute run in Detroit going to Traverse City. Can you do that real quick?" Real quick? No, I can't do it real quick. That's not how that works.
Like, so you drive to Detroit.
So I'd drive to Detroit, pick something up
Go to
Traverse City, and then home. And then by the end of that, it's just you can't even look at the road anymore. It's like I don't even want to see a road for the next 6 months.
See, and that's why I couldn't drive truck.
Sure.
Like I couldn't do
Well,
it.
that's why I switched to van, because I could get around. I don't have to sit in traffic, and it was a lot You know what I mean? Box trucks, even 25 box truck, if you got a stick shift, it takes a hot minute to get going. In some of them, it just does. And the other ones that have a governor on them, well, guess what? You're not going that fast. Or you're only going as fast as they'll allow. Fuck that noise. Stick me in a van. I can load that bitch up and do multiple stops and not worry. I can worry about detours. I can take whatever I need. Box trucks.
You do van things.
You do van things. Cool van things.
Hey, man, cool van.
Offer people candy or puppies. We're not talking about
drugs?
the same thing anymore. This van's gotten real weird.
This van got weird?
There's a new trailer
weird.
out for Shoresy Season 2. I know you're not a big fan. Letterkenny's awesome. I love Shoresy. I think it's great. Second season, super looking forward to. I'll like this. Please, give me your opinion.
It's difficult for me because Shoresy was a character that was built up off screen.
True.
And now has his own series.
True.
And it's the same fucking guy.
Sort of.
No, the person playing it is the same guy.
Different
and
expressions.
They're equally funny.
Right.
But it's like, can't have them on screen together. Well,
they have.
You could on screen.
Yeah. One of the newer episodes of Letterkenny, or even on the one with the final one where Shoresy was leaving Letterkenny, he crossed paths. Wayne's driving the Zamboni, helping out at the thing, and Shoresy's in there every night working. He's always on the ice, just working on his game, and so he'd sit and he'd do the Zamboni, and afterwards they passed each other, and well, you only see the back of Shoresy's head, of course.
But so it could have been anyone in a wig.
Well, true. Obviously, he can't be in two places at once. He's not going to split the quantum fucking plane.
I mean, it's happened in plenty of television before.
Yeah, but it always looks hokey and dumb. So it's easier if you just...
Letterkenny looks hokey and dumb.
Well, it is. It's just a silly, it's a silly show. That's all it is. From Canada. It's like British comedy, you know what I mean? You get it or you don't. I'm a big fan, and I'm looking forward to the second season of Shoresy. So if anybody else is with me on this, you can help me by telling Rob to go fuck himself.
Happy birthday. Go fuck yourself.
Well, you know what? I didn't say that to you this year. I've said that to you many other years, but not this time. Hey, you know what we didn't do before we go any further? We didn't introduce ourselves at all.
Oh.
And we're like 20 minutes into this.
Oh, fuck.
So
Hi, I'm Chuck.
Hi, I'm Dillinger.
This is Control Alt.
Through gets wall! Oh, yeah. I like the gusto.
I got angry.
No, that was good. I like it. It's heated. Here on the show, everything is not scripted for those of you just joining us and wondering what the fuck are these guys talking about. Whatever we want. That's the point.
Yep. That's how
we just kind of see what sticks to the wall. We throw stuff against the wall and see what sticks. We control, we alt, and then we... Nah, she'd be pretty mad, especially if anything happens to that airbrush Mariah Carey. She's just staring. Look at, she's looking at me. Like you're sitting across from her, but I can feel her eyes over here.
Oh no, they're looking at me.
And that's young Mariah. That's when she looked good.
That's when she was a hero.
Before she got eaten by whatever that new Mariah is going around.
P. Diddy.
Oh.
That's when it went. That's when she changed styles.
Well, P. Diddy?
She got divorced, started hanging out with P. Diddy and Bad Boy and all them, and then
Honey. Is she still married to Nick Cannon when she married to Nick Cannon?
I don't think they are anymore.
Oh, okay.
I mean, or else those would all be her kids, right?
Because he's got like 1,000 kids or something like that. It's been a while since I kept up on that side of pop culture.
Nick Cannon is one of the guys on the
Wild and Out.
No, an Idiocracy, when they're saying, doing the family tree.
Idiocracy, yes.
By 2030, half the population is going to look like Nick Cannon.
Weird. Ahsoka. We both watched Ahsoka. You are a little torn. You are torn. You're not as into it yet. I guess is probably the best way to say that. Okay.
Yeah, you could say that.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know the characters at all, but it doesn't feel Star Warsy yet.
You got
plot points that involve.
You got
Star
the
Wars.
Disney Plus, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So they have like a field guide to important episodes that involve characters on Ahsoka.
And I did that with The Mandalorian.
Right. And I've picked out a few key ones out of that list. I'll I'll try to remember. I'll let you know which ones they were. That kind of put you to present time Ahsoka, because I didn't know a lot of those characters either. I didn't watch all of Clone Wars. I didn't watch Rebels.
Really watch Clone Wars.
Tales of the Jedi kind of tells you about Ahsoka's family, like where she comes from originally, which I was curious about. So that's kind of cool. I guess stuff with Thrawn and Ezra Bridger had this big clash thing, and they're both gone or exiled. Allegedly.
To a different galaxy. I like the fact they're showing other galaxies in that galaxy.
Yes. It's not just a galaxy far, far away. Now there's multiple galaxies far, far away.
Well, and how much are the witches of Dathomir?
Oh.
I mean,
that's an ancient...
For the average Star Wars person, like me, I didn't watch the cartoons because they was on Cartoon Network.
I know. I didn't watch all of them either, but I've since updated
why
recently.
I didn't watch it.
Well, either way, I'm excited to see what they do with this Thrawn character, because supposedly it seems like he is one of the reasons of the New Order. Well,
I guess Disney could write it however they want.
But okay, from my perspective and opinion, it looks to me like they are leading in a direction to where he's somehow kind of responsible for this rebuilding of a new empire, or that turns into the New Order. With the help of
Palpatine?
I mean, there's so many clones of fucking Palpatine, apparently. Well, there's that new sequel to that Star Wars game that's apparently becoming canon or whatever.
So who becomes the new you when you die? When you have a bunch of clones?
Right? I don't know. Hope he's got it better than I do. Yes, I know. That's what I said, Charlie. Charlie's come to visit. Hello, Charles. Everyone can hear you. It's fine.
And Walter's over there.
Being surprisingly quiet. He was a little...
You see how big that fucker's getting already?
Yeah, it was pretty sudden.
Sorry, yeah.
Nope.
Just like Ahsoka.
But again,
all of a sudden.
It reminds me of older Star Wars in ways, with a little bit of some more detective stuff. Rosario Dawson does amazing as that character. Like, she is so tough and very, just calm. I like the style in which she's playing it. And the other characters now we got what's the Mandalorian? Sabine.
Her former apprentice?
Sabine Wren. That's what it is.
Yeah. Ezra's sister?
No? I don't think so.
Ezra's
well, then wouldn't that make him a Mandalorian?
I don't know.
I think they might have...
I don't know the relationship.
They had a connection.
Maybe it was that little furry...
The cat thing.
Cat,
dog,
chicken, duck woman thing.
Hey, man. Oh, my God.
Just sitting in the bushes.
Oh, my God. Is that it? Is that the thing from the bushes of love? That's what it is. That's what it looks like. No, that question's finally been answered. It's taken long enough.
Waited the bushes.
We were... What else? Oh, shit. What else did I watch, finally? I forgot. Oh, I finally watched that Shazam! Fear of the Gods. I don't even know if I mentioned that on a former show that we did, but it was... I didn't care for the first one.
I'm glad I didn't pay
I watched it. It was
it.
Right. None of the cameos paid off, and it just kind of fizzled out. And I don't think Zachary Levi was the right actor for Shazam, personally. Because even the depictions in the comics and stuff, when he turns into Shazam, he almost looks like that 1950s. You know what I mean? Like the Superman of the 50s, like George Reeves, kind of a face like this. You know what I mean? Just a very...
tough guy.
A burly guy in a cape. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, built more like a wrestler than all super cut. I gotta have this muscle suit. No, he's got the little captain. You know what I mean? There's just like a certain feel to that character, I believe. Like if you watch some of the older ones from like the 1940s and stuff that they had when he was Captain Marvel. Even still, that just kind of, but he's just this regular kid, and he's all kind of, nerdy and awkward, and he just turns into this very heroic but still mentally child. I don't know. I see it as completely different, and I don't see Zachary Levi.
It's like the purple one and the kittens.
Right.
It was fucking adorable, though. Oh, kittens.
Right. We did talk about Guardians already, which was amazing.
Yeah, I thought Guardians was great.
was a good ending for all those characters.
James Gunn's again for his
James Gunn
soundtrack.
again.
Oh
so I'm looking forward to James Gunn doing this DC Universe stuff. But it really needs to start fucking rolling because we need.
Though.
I know, but we need some examples of what he's. I mean, well, we got a little bit with Suicide Squad. So, and that was really good. That version of Suicide Squad was. Well, I mean, the first one was.
But is that
good.
canon?
Well, it would have to be if James Gunn's name's on it. Well, he's not going to let it be canon now that he's in charge. It's probably canon. Why wouldn't it be? Unless what, they're going to recast Harley too.
Was in it.
True.
He was in Peacemaker anyway.
He was in Flash. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to keep Ezra. I mean, they want to, which is crazy to me. If you're just going to reboot it. You know what I mean?
Well, he's got so much.
Because I want to know who's going to be
on.
Batman and Robin in this Batman and Robin that he's going to cast. Well, I know he's got a lot going on, but you have a lot of rabid fans also, and people who are excited for your work. So you took on a project to fan service these people, more or less, because you're a nerd, they're a nerd. You understand how their minds work because it's what you'd want to see. So you make these things that people want to see, but you can't make them fast enough. So maybe you're taking on a little bit too much. Focus on one project, knock it out, and then...
That's when you give Sean a project and say, here,
sure,
help me out, bro.
Yeah,
right?
Be in everything.
Right,
right.
It's brothers, right?
Sean, yeah.
Okay.
Sean Gunn, yeah.
I'm sure they're brothers or cousins.
Absolutely. But, you know, Nathan Fillion, he keeps putting in stuff. What, apparently he's going to be Green Lantern.
A Green Lantern.
No, I heard he's going to be Hal Jordan Green Lantern.
What?
Again, speculative internet nonsense. Oh, did you see? Speaking of this brief, speaking of in the Flash, the little Joker bag, the laughing Joker bag. Oh, I don't know why that just made me really excited when I saw it. That was one of my favorite parts of that Batman. Got the little bag on him when he dies. I guess dies. I mean, I did hear the laughter. Oh, Cesar Romero's laugh was in that thing when Adam West showed up. You really missed that part? It was when the worlds and the thing were...
Well, I know when it would be.
No. I'm shocked.
I'll peek it out when we're off the air. I mean, it's
kind
of towards the end of the movie.
Don't do it now. It is kind of... Yeah, no, absolutely.
No, I'm not going to do it now. We're recording.
Yeah, and then you have to yell from over there. I've been watching a lot of stuff, videos and things about these, the Mortal Kombat 1, this new Mortal Kombat that's out.
It's already out?
I think it's already out. Either way, I really want to see it. I think
it's a video game.
I know it's a video game, but I want to play it. I'm sorry, not to see it. Whatever.
You can see it on YouTube.
And I have been seeing it on YouTube. That's what I meant to say. So I've been watching these, and it looks awesome. And I'm really excited to see what some of the downloadable characters are, because I know I know who they are, but how they play. Because they got Homelander from The Boys, which I think comes back in September. I don't know. Omni-Man from Invincible, which has a second season coming.
Is there a basic plot to this, to the new Mortal Kombat 1?
Yes. Liu Kang.
Mortal Kombat 1.
Liu Kang reset everything. Okay. So Raiden works with Kung Lao. They're farmers. You know what I mean? Raiden's just a man of the earth now.
They're not power.
Liu Kang's the god. Oh, they got powers and stuff, and they're very, I don't know the whole thing.
Okay, but Raiden ain't shit.
If you watch the trailer, Liu Kang is the guy.
Okay.
Who's just bringing together a team because there's still a Mortal Kombat tournament for some fucking reason. But there's Emperor, and then Shao Kahn he's just General Shao now. He's not. This is prior to him being.
Is that an Emperor? He got demoted.
Yes, he kind of got a demotion. Yeah, I think Shang Tsung kind of pops up eventually somewhere, and it's just it's wild. And it's really cool, and it's interesting. And Johnny Cage is a douchebag still, so everything's right in the world.
He should be a douchebag.
But it's got this weird little calling for help, but you can do super moves with him and other. It's pretty cool. I'll show you the good trailer when we're done with this too.
Huh.
That's a good trailer to watch.
It's a video game.
It is a video game, but it's still fucking cool. And you'd be all, it's a video game.
So
what
then
does that have to do? You're going to offend some people in our audience. You're like, you know what I like? Video games.
I love video games too.
Well, but what's your problem with this Mortal Kombat then?
Absolutely nothing.
You seem like you're being real.
I was just asking, because they specifically are calling it Mortal Kombat 1, but there's these downloadable characters that
there are
available in Mortal Kombat 1.
Dude, the other characters in the other games had nothing to fucking do with Mortal Kombat. The Alien, the Predator, Terminator, Rambo, RoboCop. I'm surprised they didn't put John Wick in there yet.
Probably Mortal Kombat 1.
Maybe 2. Because, Omni-Man from... either way, they got a couple that are pretty interesting. What's the one that's got Ninja... Oh, no, that's the DC's Injustice. Got some Ninja Turtles. Like when they're fighting, you can swap
through. That's gotten to be like really big time.
That Injustice game?
Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody's played it in a while, but I personally, I think it's great.
They made a sequel.
The sequel, that's what I'm talking about. It's got Ninja Turtles. If you put different... You can equip their stuff and their powers and their whatever, and change their ensembles, so you can put whatever color is the turtle that you have in. So, Purple Mask, Donatello, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. Obviously.
Huh.
But while you're fighting, also, you can, one of your brothers will come in and help you out if you do a certain move, stuff like that. And it's got finishers, just like on Mortal Kombat, but they're a little more...
cartoony?
A little more tame. Yeah, because Superman flies a guy into space and laser beams him back to Earth. And then it's like, oh, Superman wins. It's not as... burns a hole through his chest and Superman just stands there. You know what I mean? Which would be cool.
Well, I mean, they have Homelander, and that's something that Homelander would have done.
Right, so that's why I'm...
Mortal Kombat, sorry.
Right, so that's why I'm hoping... Well, but that's the makers of Injustice, were the guys from... supposedly they're doing another one, or they might do another Mortal Kombat versus DC, which would be pretty cool.
That'd be dope.
Did you ever try that one? Did you play that one? That's pretty good.
Closest to any of that as I've ever played is Multiverses, which is like Super Smash Brothers, but it's like Warner Brothers owned, so it's like you
I wanted to play
Shaggy
that.
Or
I've been wanting to play that. I really wanted to play that. Free on what?
I think everything.
Okay, well,
Do you have Xbox Live?
Yes.
Do you have PlayStation Network?
No, I am getting a PlayStation.
Well, I mean, like...
I'm thinking about getting a PlayStation.
You just play on your phone?
Because
when you play games?
Yeah, well, right now, I mean, I use the Xbox that... I use the one with the Nintendo stuff on it, the emulated one.
Yeah.
That I got from you.
Oh.
I still play that thing. And I play a bunch of old Xbox games. But there is a 360 in the house that I use from time to time, but it's not...
Oh, I don't know.
But I didn't know that was on every platform. I thought maybe it was just...
Yeah, like it...
Okay.
I don't think there's a mobile, but there could be.
Well, I'm thinking about getting a PS. Because, well, see, I'm torn. I, personally, would rather have an Xbox. I mean, it's not really any different, except there are some games that I cannot get that I would really like to play that are only on Xbox. Is that Guardians of the Galaxy on PlayStation?
I don't know. I use my rig right behind me.
Yeah,
buddy.
I know, and I don't have a rig. My laptop's been crapped out for I don't know how long.
You need a computer guy.
You know one?
I do.
What's the name?
Adaptive PC Solutions.
Really? Are they local?
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm terrible at this right now.
No, you're doing a good job.
I don't have the phone number or anything readily available.
I know if you did, man.
AdaptivePCSolutions.com.
We were really teeing it up. That was a good segue. Oh, that would have been awesome. Fuck. We are terrible at this. That's why we should write things down, but why bother?
Well, I can even have a screen for us to write stuff down.
You know what? Before we get into... I want to talk about some random stories today. I've actually read some things this week.
Oh, God, he's read things.
I know. Usually I just watch stuff. Once I'm getting a reading and I start educating myself on things, it's just dangerous territory. There's just more useless information fuel to the fire, you know?
Is that because Unicron's staring at you right now?
It is, with his lifeless, beady blue eyes and his...
They look green to me. And he's yellow?
They look blue to me. Are my eyes bad?
Could be the shitty lighting in here.
It could be. Yeah, that recess. You got that weird recess, pointy lighting.
Yeah, we hate it.
I don't know what good lighting would be down here, though. I mean, definitely not those, where they turn. I don't know.
Well,
we'd have to look into that.
If I can get full dimmables, because these are designed for dimming.
Right.
But, I don't know. Anyway,
I figured I'd just share a couple things as I was going around reading through the internet.
Oh, dear God.
Various stories from around the world of just things that happen. That I want to feel like I'm kind of in connection with what's going on in the world around me. I'm not super informed, but I get the gist of what's going on. I've read a story about a guy he's banned in the Netherlands. He's not allowed to give sperm anymore at the sperm bank. because he has like well over 100 children, thanks to his donations. So they're like, "Hey, buddy, you can't come in here anymore." Like, how? I don't know how they knew. I guess. Well, I guess it's all connected to the same
all
guy.
DNA.
But wouldn't they? I guess my question would be, wouldn't they know, like, that they've given this out 100 times? Like, they'd be like, "Oh, there's this fucking guy's name again. I guess we could give it to this." You know what I mean? Wouldn't they be able to regulate who they give his sperm to?
Maybe that's all they had.
Well, then, okay. See, I don't know how that's really his fault then at this point in time. I'm not trying to play devil's advocate for this fucking guy who's just apparently got a lot of free time on his hands where he's just jerking into cups and fathering children over there.
How much does it pay where he lives?
Does it actually pay to do that?
Well, sperm banks pay you.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's never been a thing. I don't
know where one is.
Oh, well, I'm sure if
I mean,
look in the phone book, you'll find a bunch of them.
I would think, sure, I would have heard of one somewhere in Grand Rapids from one of my weird fucking friends.
Sure. First, you got to find a phone book. Even though I'm on the internet right now, which means
a hotel.
A hotel?
Yep. Probably have a phone book in the drawer.
They still get delivered to my house. It's weird. I get one out of the mailbox, like, what is this? Like, why? Or I know what it is, but why?
They're so much smaller.
Why? But they're thinner. It's like because you get a little bit of white pages and then little stack of yellow pages.
Well, I mean, I imagine you have to have a landline to be in the white.
Presumably,
it's not a
and nobody does anymore.
It's not. It's a cellular.
Right.
You know, so.
Right. The good part is, I saved my articles. Can't find my articles.
What?
It says this is already a sinking ship, and I don't know why I tried.
Oh,
Hold on. No, I got another one. I'm gonna go on the other one. Whoa, Florida man. Because everybody loves a good Florida man story. No, why are you doing this, internet? Then I'm gonna get the one you sent me. We're gonna talk about the one you sent me because it reminds me of a movie I watched. Only it's in America. Never mind.
That was in America.
Well, no, the movie I watched had nothing to do with. Never mind. We'll get to it. I'll tell you. There was a Florida man found with drugs after he got trapped in a porta potty. People heard him in there screaming for help and trying to get in a porta potty.
Oh.
And I don't know. Like, they found his foot was like sticking out the bottom of the porta potty. That's how they found him. He was like yelling about it. Couldn't get out of a porta potty. How is that possible? I mean, despite the fact, I don't know why it mattered if he had drugs on him or not, if he was just in a porta potty. Like, I don't know why they had to search him.
To know he's on drugs?
They're like, oh, you can't get out of a porta potty, dude? All right, we're going to search you. Obviously, you are insane or on drugs. But, I mean... Okay,
but, like, define in, like, down in the blue?
No, I think...
Just inside the...
I mean, it just says... Yeah.
He went in to take a shit, locked the door, and he can't get out?
His foot was sticking out the bottom of a porta potty. He was trapped in a porta potty. He was stuck in a porta potty. I don't know. Maybe his butt was stuck in there. Maybe he was like.
Maybe he was like in the shit.
Kind of like fell in. Well, I mean, unless he's like, you know what I mean, kind of folded. Like if you sit on those weird lawn chairs, or you just like kind of fold in onto yourself.
As you said, they found him because his foot was sticking out the bottom.
Yeah, so maybe he. Oh, yeah. But why would you? Well, I guess if you're standing in a porta john, people are going to ask questions. Oh man, yeah, I didn't even think about that part. All right, that's a good one.
He was trying to hide his shit.
Yeah, that's a good Florida man one. Where's the one?
Oh, I think we need 99 nanoseconds.
Okay.
For Bob Barker.
Oh, yeah, we didn't bring that up. Yeah, Bob Barker died. I don't know 99 nanoseconds. I don't know how long that is, but as long as we don't go over 100. That's been beaten to death on the internet now.
Well, that's why
I thought
changed it up.
I thought it was fresh and new when I sent it to you, but it was not.
Well, then it was.
I guess it was the day he died. But you know what? That overshadowed Arlene Sorkin. Famous for Days of Our Lives. She was on there forever. And I know because I used to have to sit and watch it with my mom. Like if I was skipping school and I was sick. Mom knew better, so I'd have to sit and watch daytime television with Mom. I got to know the members of General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, and Young and the Restless very well.
Maurice Bernard, the guy who plays Sonny Corinthos, he's still on there.
Sonny Corinthos.
Is Jason Burden still on there?
I think he's floating around, so I think he comes on and off from time to time. Yeah, those people play.
Their character, like,
dude, they're those characters until they're 80 and dead. I mean, they are just. Well,
he's one of the only originals that I remember.
Yeah,
because
Marlene?
Alan Quartermain's gone.
Was it Marlene and oh, now I can't even remember their names.
Ned and Lois.
Lois? Peter?
No. He was like a cousin Quartermain.
Oh.
But like everyone knows Luke and Laura. Well, not everyone knows Luke.
It's General Hospital, right?
Yeah.
But still, I mean, 80s and 90s daytime
television. We could do a show about that.
Yeah. My mom used to get the little soap opera digest, so you'd see those lying around the house.
I used to read them because like there were times when we didn't have cable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And like so it was.
I used to read through a TV guide, so I just get the plot to stuff.
It was like spend time with mom.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, Arlene Sorkin, who was also the voice of Harley, the original voice of Harley Quinn. Tara Strong does it usually nowadays, well, equally as well. But Arlene Sorkin was the original one from the animated series that gave Harley that boost, and they made her a mainstream character, brought her into canon, just created her from a cartoon. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So it's a shame to lose them. And then there was one more coming through.
Harley Quinn's like considered like very, very meshed with the Batman scene.
Oh, absolutely.
And the little cartoon of her, she got. Oh man, that's great. The Harley Quinn cartoon.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. You started watching that?
Oh, I watched the first season of it.
Oh yeah, I'm all the way. I'm into the new season. It's so vulgar and violent and hilarious and cameos, and it's just. From Batman Forever, Drew Barrymore and Debbie Mazar, the two girls that were with Two-Face. Remember, there was Sugar and Spice? Or no. Oh, no, from Batman and Robin. Was it Batman and Robin?
Two-Face was Forever.
Okay.
Remember
Drew Barrymore's character? She was in that skimpy lingerie, and the girl in the black. There was one white and one black. I just won't know. It was on Batman and Robin. They're hanging out with Mr. Freeze.
Oh, well. That's
but in the cartoon, they're hanging out with Two-Face. They like pop up in the background, like their animated counterparts. It's a little. They get these little Easter eggs from time to time, other characters and just random things, and they poke fun of the movies. And oh man, it's so good. I was surprised. I didn't know much about Kaylee Cuoco, but I think she does a pretty good job with it.
Yeah.
Not quite Harley Quinn. It's quite evolved, obviously, from where it started.
I like that it's adult.
Well, of course.
It doesn't hold back. And just the scene where the Joker, where Batman's unmasked.
Yeah.
It's classic now.
Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce? That's my favorite line. It cracks me up every time. That's the only thing he's mad about. Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce?
Now the news.
And now, back to the news. Florida man. He drove a stolen truck to Space Force Base so he could warn them about a battle between aliens and dragons. I wouldn't have expected dragons at the end of that sentence.
Well,
aliens, yes. Dragons? What does that have to do with Space Force?
Where else would you go?
Space dragons? I like Bahamut's from fucking
Final Fantasy.
Where else would you
go to report that?
So you'd steal a truck and then drive it to Space Force? To drive it to Space
Tell
Force.
about an alien dragon war coming our way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. He called it a mission from the President of the United States. He stole a truck from Riviera Beach and drove to Patrick Space Force Base near the Kennedy Space Center.
Why didn't you just drive to the White House?
He claimed the President told him, in his mind, he needed to take the vehicle and warn government and U.S. officials that aliens fighting Chinese dragons. U.S. aliens are fighting Chinese dragons. Needless to say, he was arrested. You want to know what he was charged with?
What?
Grand theft of a motor vehicle. That's it. They didn't say anything about him being on drugs. Just the president straight up told him, through his mind, that he needed to warn them. That's brilliant. Ugh.
You know, and people say Biden doesn't do anything.
Yeah, right.
He motivated that son of a bitch, didn't he?
Sure did. Look what you can get done if you just try.
Do you got the one I sent you?
I do got the one you sent me. Hold on, let me.
It's mysterious.
No. You just sent it to me. We're making progress here, people. Things are happening. We really got our act together on this show.
Yeah, it's because we're off a day.
And this is off.
Too much birthday.
Was it? Yeah. We needed time to recollect our thoughts, and there was no technical thing.
Yeah, didn't you work 12 hours
today? No, I worked.
You went in later?
I worked about a good solid 8 or 9 today. Or no, I think I did about 8 today. The rest of the week,
so
11
hours.
You've
been missing work lately.
Wouldn't say I've been missing it, Bob. Yahoo News. There's a massive alligator that was captured. New state record.
New state record?
Do you want to guess?
What state?
In Mississippi. That's a big gator in Mississippi. I would have thought farther south.
State.
I would have thought farther south. Gators? More bayou? Mississippi got some bayou swamp?
There's a Mississippi, like...
That's not far.
Isn't that on the Gulf, too?
No, it's just north. Well, I guess it depends on what part of Mississippi. It's like a river. It's an alligator. Alligators are typically... Anyways.
Yeah, we're in this...
Now
I'm trying to envision where Mississippi is as a state.
It's down by Louisiana.
Well, because like
I don't know
like New Orleans has like that part of Louisiana has a little like chunk out, right?
Right.
Isn't Mississippi the stuff around
that little peninsula
strip going up?
The peninsula.
And then
it probably is.
And then Georgia, Florida.
Geography's not my strong suit right now. You know what? We're gonna have to put a map.
What kind of a nerd are you?
We need to put a map right there.
What kind of a
we
nerd
need
are you?
Some kind of U.S. or world map.
Hold
you
on.
got that weird world map. That's not gonna do it. Oh my God. So help me God. That's from like the 1800s. That's a cartography map. You need a sextant and a fucking a telescope.
I can't see it.
And a lighthouse.
I'll take this.
Lighthouse. You need a magnifying glass, a lighthouse, and some gold doubloons. Are you really going to see that's? I don't know. Is that going to work? Oh, does that really help? No way.
Florida, Georgia, Alabama.
Okay. He's doing this, people.
Mississippi.
I want to paint the picture for the listeners and the audience. He has a flashlight and a mason jar that he's shining it through to read a map that we had to unfurl from the 1800s.
Weed jar.
Well, specifically, it's a weed jar. All right. Do you want to guess how big this damn thing was?
How big is it?
You had to wait for the musical chimes. Mecca lecca hi, mecca hiney ho.
How big was it?
It was 14 feet 3 inches.
Fuck, that's a long alligator.
That's pretty big. 802.5 pounds.
Because alligator, that's a
66 inch
snout,
belly.
and crocodile's a rounded snout.
No.
Yeah.
This thing's got the big wide snout.
I thought that was a.
I don't know the difference, and I'm probably going to get yelled at for not knowing.
Does crocodiles have a round roundish?
The previous record was in 2017. Biggest one was 14 feet .75 inches.
Well, fucking
and that was only
there?
706. Maybe
the same fucking thing.
Just somebody's got a farm. They're just releasing them out there.
It's probably the same one, just grown.
That could have been. I don't know if it's catch and release. I
hope so.
I'd assume they'd probably take it to a sanctuary or somewhere where it can be
put it back where they found it.
Not hunted by people. I don't know if they're hunting it or. Anyways, that's a big goddamn.
Huge.
I used to live in Alligator Alley down in Florida. There's that strip in Florida that runs through. It's Alligator Alley. So Alligator Alley, sometimes they have these fences up, obviously, in some areas because they just cross the highway. I mean, these giant, flat dinosaurs, you just don't see them at night until you're, like, right on them. And they're kind of like firm speed bumps. And they will fuck up your car. And if anything happens where you are tossed from said vehicle, you probably get eaten. Odds are pretty good you probably get eaten.
Oh.
I don't see why not. I don't think they know the difference. If you're already a mangled mess on the ground, they're just kind of like
I'd like to
do that belly shuffle over.
I'd like to think that a lot of things would know the difference. But
I mean,
we're still lunch.
I mean that, but it's predators, right? I don't know anything about alligators. Again, I'm sure someone can
Predators,
inform me.
huh? Like the kind that who just gave us back a pistol from like 1892. Danny Glover in the basement of a skyscraper in LA.
Oh, I know where you're going.
I'm letting the rest of the world know.
I knew exactly where you were headed. I was thinking about stopping you, but I wanted to see.
They could be a similar species.
I wanted to see how it worked out. South Korean student,
if they had evolved properly,
he decided to eat $120,000 banana artwork because he was hungry. Do you want to know what the artwork was?
What?
It was a banana duct taped to like a wall or something. That is a $120,000 piece of art. Now, I have been doing photography and art for some time. I have never had one piece shown anywhere, let alone for, I don't know, $20. You know what I mean? How on earth are you going to tape a banana to a wall and get $120,000 from somebody? I don't. Who wants that?
Dumpster fire of press does.
No, they want my artwork. That's different.
Well, they want that 120.
Yeah, they pay me in bananas. Sons of bitches.
No,
we'll get to them.
They need to get a nice piece of art that gets out there that sells for a few $100,000.
Well, sure.
With your name on it.
With my name on it. That's all I need. Just need enough to buy a house. Do you know there was a War of a Bucket? A medieval Italian battle.
A bucket?
There is a medieval Italian battle that was brought upon by the theft of a wooden bucket.
Sounds like a case of the Hatfields and McCoys.
It's very Hatfield and McCoy. That was over a pig. And then it got all weird. I have family that's connected to that. I got a chance to go down to Kentucky with my mom. We had to go to a funeral, unfortunately, for one of her cousins, I think, or her aunt. I don't know. There's a lot of people in the family that I don't even remember meeting. So we drove down there, and then we went to Loretta Lynn's birthplace. Coal miner's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a little store she used to frequent.
Is there a coal mine over there?
There is. I think I got a picture of like one of the entrances to mine. It's like long closed off and stuff. But took a few pictures while I was out there. It was very cool. Because my mom raised me and listened to all that stuff. Classics. I don't listen to it now, unfortunately.
It's by choice.
But
that nice bumping stereo.
We went to see some of the relatives. Right, that would sound probably pretty good in there.
Throw some Hank in there.
It's loud. You hear me coming.
There's a tear in my book.
I don't. It'd probably be a lot of like you get a lot of that like bass. There's those bass.
Yeah, and it's the stuff you know is it's not a guitar. It's an upright.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Or it's a friggin' jug.
It'll feel different.
Yes. Tones you couldn't even reproduce today.
I can't even. I lost my train. Train's left the station. What was I talking about?
Mississippi Gator.
Oh, no. Kentucky. So we go visit some of the relatives that still live in the holler on the side of a mountain. Yes, in a holler.
Yep.
But on the opposite side of that, my mom's grandpa, Pappy, he was missing an arm, but he was still a crack shot with a pistol. He was a sheriff up in the mountain area for a little while, and just kind of, I don't know, he really did anything, but everybody's just like, you're the sheriff. He's like, well, I'll kill you, get off my property, get out of my mountain. So yeah, our family is kind of somewhat connected because they fought just on the opposite side of the mountain over there.
Oh, wow.
Like it spilled all through there. It's crazy. Went to the cemetery, Hatfield McCoy Cemetery. That's right there. It's pretty vast. Bunch of really old graves.
Like they're both buried there?
Yes. Well, maybe I separated. I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, I mean, in death, in that state of mourning, I can see them coming to terms like this is a sacred place.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah, sure.
It's the only cemetery in town. You know, everybody's from there.
Yeah,
they toss them in a hole over there with the rest of them.
Yeah, back then, there wasn't no didn't have to put them in a box, didn't have to put a concrete cover on them.
Right.
Probably didn't have to put them 6 feet deep.
So all kinds of things. weird news stuff that I heard about this week that I just wanted to just briefly discuss with someone. I've been busy. I went up to Blake's this weekend.
You did?
Yeah, I was out at Blake's Cider Fest out there.
How was that?
That was good. Representing Puck Cider.
Representing.
Our sponsor, not sponsor. One of the OGs.
Yes.
Andy and company. Well, it's just Andy and I out there. Slinging out ciders, talking to the masses, trying out some new stuff and some interesting stuff, and
they're
chatting up some people from all over the place.
Kind of Saginaw-ish?
They are in Armada, which is just north.
Armada?
I say Armada, tomato. Come on, man.
So it's like how everyone says Clio.
Dealer,
like it's Clio.
Clio. Yeah, dealer's choice.
Then there's a Mayo, which everyone...
It's just outside Clio.
Everyone's like, oh, you mean Mio? Like, no, not like a
Mio
squeezable
Mayo?
drink thing. No, it's Mayo, you motherfucker.
Right. So I guess it's just dealer's choice on how you want to say it. But no, it was a good time. Beautiful farm area. Apparently they have...
It's like that road in Rockford.
A Jurassic Park.
Everyone says it's Keys.
I've always said Keys.
Everyone says Keys.
Yeah,
but look at the spelling.
I lived right next to it.
It should be Kies.
It's Keys.
It's Kies.
No, I get it. I know. I grew up, literally. I rode my bike.
Why would anyone call it Keys?
Because I always have. Because
But
that's
it's
what it's
Kies.
always been said to. To you.
It should be to everybody.
But what if it was...
Tries.
But what if it was
lies,
eventually introduced as
ties.
Keys? Somebody's like, yeah, my last name's Keys. This is my road. Okay.
Dumb.
That's what it is now. You should name it. What do you care? You don't have to go to Rockford anymore. Still go to Rockford? That's a pretentious fucking town.
No, not really.
What?
I mean, if you consider like taking the highway next to Meyer being Rockford, but
I was
drive through
raised
it.
on the mean streets of Rockford. It was 100% white people everywhere, all the time,
It's mighty white out there.
for 20 years. Okay, no, I was only there until I was like fucking 14, 15, 14. So 14 years.
Oh, okay. Well,
We had one brown person at our school.
it was good tips. Good tips.
Well, yeah, because it's a bunch of pretentious rich white people.
No, sometimes that makes them not tip
Okay. Oh,
because like
don't know what that
you're doing a service for me.
sure. Oh, yeah. No, dude, I delivered furniture. We had a lady give us pheasant meat once. You guys like pheasant meat? What? Fuck. Whatever.
Did you eat it?
It was made, and I guess it wasn't bad. I
You
wasn't.
didn't even try it.
No.
Oh,
Fuck
you
no.
should have tried it.
No.
At least one bite.
No. Gamey birds. I don't know.
But maybe it's not.
I don't like chicken on the bone. I don't like things on the bone. I don't like
Even
bones.
Ribs?
What?
Even ribs?
Ribs are a weird exception for me. I can't reassemble that into a cow, specifically. A bucket of chicken, I can put back together. You know what I mean? Minus
because you've
head
cut up a
and
chicken
foot.
enough.
My brain's fucking
No, I
weird
get it, I
and
get
broken. So it's always been that way. It's just what it is.
I get it.
Some of the best wings I had, by the way, this weekend at Blake's. A guy came over from Detroit Wing Company out there, east side, obviously.
Yep.
They have one out here?
I think there's one on
Is there?
Nap Corner, I think.
Are you serious?
Pizza Mama would know.
Oh, I'm going to ask her before I leave. But no, I gave him a cider, and we got to talking. I'm like, oh, I never had Detroit Wing Company. He's like, yeah, I'll bring you some. Guy just shows back up with some boneless, the Parmesan garlic, whatever sauce they had. Holy shit, it was so good. I don't know if it's homemade what, but it was just, it lingered. I could still taste it, just thinking about it. Oh, that was good. So yeah, we're gonna have to find out if there is one. We got to go there.
Yeah,
I
think there is.
Oh, I keep seeing this ad for Applebee's. It's got an all-you-can-eat boneless, and I'm like, I know it's Applebee's, but fuck, I love all-you-can-eat.
The margaritas are okay.
I don't mind boneless wings anyway. It's chicken, as long as it's cooked. Throw whatever fucking sauce on it, and I'm gonna eat it. You know what I mean? But all-you-can-eat, that's a whole other story. I eat surprisingly a lot. It's weird.
Is it expensive for all you can eat?
It's like $12. It's too much.
I could probably eat $12 worth of chicken.
I could definitely eat $12 worth. You know what we need to do? We need to do that. We need to go to the corner bar, and we need to get down on that challenge.
Dude, I don't know if I could do it anymore.
4 hours. You can't do.
Is it only 12 still?
I think maybe 10.
I think it's 12.
I don't know if there's there might be. There's ways to get. 12 is no big deal for me. In an hour and a half, they give you 4 hours. Like I can punish some corner bar hot dogs, chili cheese dogs. That's it, just chili cheese.
If we plan it right,
all day.
And I drink the magnesium citrate.
Okay.
The 2 days before.
What is that? What does that do?
It cleanses you.
Oh.
Oh yeah. So by the end of it, you're empty.
I don't need all that.
Oh no, you don't. I do.
I want to enjoy it, every bit of it.
I want to not have to.
I want to walk out of there heavy.
No, I will. This is so I can do that.
Okay.
So I can make sure I can definitely subdue that.
I don't think it would matter what I have in me. I'd be all gung ho. I would still scarf them motherfuckers. Oh, there you are. So
like I'm just saying, I got a plan.
That's
so
all good. Usually I get about.
Plan, that's it.
Usually I get about 4 or 5 at a time, but that's all I get. I just get those. Well, I do get the pretzel bites too. I do like the pretzel bites with the beer cheese.
I haven't been there since they rebuilt.
You haven't? Oh, it looks amazing.
Well, I've been working, so it's like
that's true. All right, well, we got a couple. We got a
like,
couple things
when
on our list.
When I watched Uccello's like expand their little porch area.
Yeah, that is
I was
cute.
like, that's kind of cool. That's permanent now.
I had to tear all that Sam's joint stuff out of there.
I remember.
Yeah, they had some weird taxidermy in their basement. They got a weird basement. I like their basement.
Do you still have the bomb?
No, I forgot about the bomb. This isn't even figurative, ladies and gentlemen. This is a literal bomb that I had that I brought to the house that I got from the basement. Was that the one I got from the basement?
It was
of Uccello's or of Sam's joint.
It had to have been.
Oh, I think it was. Yeah, because it just sat literally
unless
for a
it was
while.
at the pool hall.
No,
but I wouldn't think that.
No, I had it before that. I had it when we lived on Matilda.
Yeah, well, that's when you were working at the pool hall.
Yeah,
you started when you first went. I think you were at Uccello's still, but then when
I think I got it somewhere else before that. I don't remember things real good anymore. I know all kinds of weird people. People give me things.
I've lost my brass cat.
But the point is, there was a bomb.
We had the bomb.
I don't know what happened to our bomb, man. That'd be awesome.
We need a new bomb.
Who's that one dude we lived with?
Joe?
Not Joe. After Joe. That guy.
I don't want to say his name on air.
That's fine. But that guy.
Probably. I think he still has my Laserdisc player.
He's probably still got a box of my garbage. And
I don't know.
Still.
You got rid of my China. You got rid of my big green bong, which I never used anyway.
Oh my God! Yeah, I remember that thing too. Wow.
I never used it. I couldn't hit it and not choke.
Right.
So. But yeah, I think he still has my Laserdisc player, which is funny because I have the Laserdiscs. And it's like, I want to go get it, but it's just like, man, I don't really want to watch Laserdiscs. Like, if I bought a couple new ones, maybe.
Right.
Which I found out that they were making Laserdiscs up until like 2002.
Yeah. The last VHS tape was Year of Violence, or
History of Violence?
History of Violence.
With Hidalgo?
Yeah.
Or
Arwen.
Was it Hidalgo?
Yeah, the guy. It was Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was a pretty good movie. But I think that was the last one.
That was like
But it's I guess not, because now
from his past caught back up.
Well, people are making VHS again, so you can get stuff back on VHS. People are bringing back cassettes. People are doing
vinyl. I get
right.
You know, that's not really going backwards.
Yeah.
This is a different medium.
Right.
Cars don't have tape players.
No.
I guess now you must be able to buy VCRs again.
Oh, cool.
You know, if they're going to sell stuff on VHS.
Well, mine stopped working, and I have a whole load of VHS tapes. So
ours is right there.
Yeah. Yeah, mine just.
I don't know if it actually
mine shit out on me recently, and I have
put Men in Black in there and find out if it still works.
My Sex Pistols Great Rock and Roll Swindle I have on VHS. It's my favorite, and I can't watch it because my VCR broke. Well, it might be in the VCR.
Ooh.
Or Evil Dead or something ridiculous. Anyways,
either way, like that's.
I got a bunch of stuff on VHS, and I would love to be able to watch them, but Hey, yeah.
Hey, yeah. What's cooler than being cool?
Ice cold. All right.
Well, it's like I love you, Andre 3000. All right.
I think we're wrapped up for the day. Because I'm running out of steam, and I don't know. I've worked a long day. Currently, it's 8 o'clock at night. I don't know when we're going to put this out. We didn't yesterday at 4:20 like we normally do.
It would have been this morning at 4:20.
It would have been, yeah, that's right, this morning at 4:20. Today's Monday. It's been a heck of a day, people. Heck of a day. So, but we're all back up and caught up to speed now. So when this airs, new show, birthday show, kind of.
Tomorrow has a new episode of Ahsoka. Are they doing that at 9 o'clock again?
Tuesdays. I don't know if I think they're sticking with the nighttime formula.
I was kind of like,
yeah,
you bastards. But
there's new murderers in the building on Wednesday, I believe. That might be Tuesday too.
I didn't watch all the second.
Well, for those who are, I know that's Harley's Thursday. I think Harley's Thursday.
I don't know. I don't watch.
What was the other one? What We Do in the Shadows, I think, is Wednesday.
That's still going?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that series it's entertaining. It's so silly. It's so good.
Okay, so Labor Day is going to be bringing us back into regular schedule.
Yes. When's Labor Day?
Every other week.
When's Labor Day?
Labor Day is this coming weekend.
It is.
So, I don't know. Meet back here in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Even though you're coming next weekend.
Even though I'm going to be around regardless. Maybe we'll just record something stupid and put it on the internet.
Yeah, I can do that. Maybe throw you in my pool.
No, yeah, that's right. I got to get chased by a shark at some point. I got to recreate the opening scene from Jaws. What's your name? Chrissy. Where are you going?
Can you recreate the scene where the guy's talking about the Indianapolis?
Yeah.
That's sad.
I'm going to be Richard Dreyfuss.
That was the same ship that carried the nuclear payload for the bombs that we dropped on Japan.
Oh, that's what created Godzilla. Man, it's all connected.
So Jaws is connected to Godzilla.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love to see that movie. Well, it'd probably be like The Meg versus Godzilla, something stupid.
Yeah. Jaws was just
regular. Yeah,
Jaws wasn't even a big shark.
I'd say just regular Jaws against Godzilla.
Like Jaws wasn't a big great white, was he?
No,
just a great white.
Well, maybe movie big. I don't know.
But like not like obnoxiously like The Meg. Huge, right?
I think it might have been a little bit bigger than most. There's a few that are like big 20-foot, or 9. I think maybe they
but it's still realistic to be the shark.
Like that fucking alligator.
I think it's the same fucking alligator.
That's the shark?
No.
Oh, okay.
God.
I don't know how science and nature work. Well, hey, thanks to our friends at Tardy's, Pucks, Adaptive PC Solutions,
Break Room Therapy,
of course, as always, and Dumpster Fire Press for allowing me to go back and do art again. Dead Star Control, which is part of Dumpster Fire. They're working on a what do you call those? Studio? Not a studio. For music.
Recording studio.
Record label. Wrecking label. A record label. So I think I might be moving into some, maybe some album art and stuff like that, which would be kind of cool.
Oh.
I like to be versatile.
Will they produce our band?
What band? We have a band?
Control Alt
Throw Against Wall band. Guys, are you... Oh, no, they're pretty shy right now. They don't want to... I don't think they want to... No, they're giving me the no.
I think the marijuana's working for them, too.
But they're saying no. Now. We'll talk them into it later.
Get some lotion.
Yeah. So I think that wraps up. Yeah, we'll talk to you guys again soon. We'll keep you updated online or put something stupid on the internet. Check us out. Instagram, I post stuff. You can check out with Punky Dillinger on Instagram. I try to keep up to date with all our Control Alt stuff.
Always on the Facebook.
Always on the Facebook. Control Alt Throw Against Wall. You can interact with us if you want. Don't be shy.
Please do.
Send us a message. We're just talking to ourselves. This is no fun anymore. So if we have an audience, we'd absolutely love to hear from you. Whatever you guys want to talk about. You got a topic for us that you want us to tackle? Bring it on.
Fried chicken?
I don't mind. We're going to get interviews and we're going to get guests in here. I swear. I do promise. It is going to happen. We're going to have plenty more content when we get our head out of our asses. In another 5 years. So just hold on tight.
Control Alt Throw Against Wall Season 5.
Yeah. We're doing it, baby. All right. It's been a pleasure.
Unlike you, I'm Chuck. Unlike you, I'm Chuck.
No, it's. I don't know why that took me to process. All right. I'm Dillinger and you're not.
Yes, exactly.
Control Alt throw against wall. Bye.
File's done. Goodbye.